Hey, there is a little bit of a delay, so please let me know if you can hear me. I see Lorraine and it looks like Brian. Awesome. All right. Oh, you can't hear me, Lorraine? I can't hear you guys now. Cool. We're gonna give it maybe one more minute for other people to join. But then we can quickly go through how to navigate the platform. If this is your second time attending a Video Trust Umbrella conference, it shouldn't be really any different, at least not super notably different. If it's your first time attending, it'll be great. It should be really quick. So yeah. All right. I am going to go ahead and get a screen share going. All right, everybody. So here is our homepage for Brella for our 2022 virtual conference. Um, for those who haven't been on the platform before, you've already successfully navigated to the panel sessions to be able to watch this. So congratulations. What we're going to do is kind of go over all the different tabs really quickly, and then walk through some of the features that Brella has so you can feel well on your way. Probably the first thing to note is just right up here in the corner, there are announcements. So about 7 minutes ago, it was announced that this panel would be starting soon, or this instructional. I would just make sure to keep an eye out on this announcements tab so you can see what's happening at the conference. There will be occasional announcements. Over on this left side is your main navigation. Sort of the important things here are going to be your schedule. So when you click in, you can see how to navigate Brella is happening right now. This is adjusted by time zone. So since I am over here on the West Coast, it is saying 8:30 a.m. It's also why I might sound a little sleepy. Then we've got a conference kickoff happening in about half an hour, keynote presentation, And then we've got our first session happening here at 10:15. So this is where you can check in on the schedule. You can look at different days. You can see the panelists who are presenting. And all of these panels, all of the Market Mania, that's all going to be in that panel session here. So most of the time you're at the conference, you're going to be looking at the panels sessions where you already are. So we're already mostly there. Going back to the home page, you're going to see this networking tab. So you can look at all the people who are currently attending. I think we have over 150 right now, and quite a few people who still need to make their accounts. So I wouldn't be surprised to see us over at 175 plus. Setting up a meeting with somebody is as easy as coming down to this chat, suggest a meeting. So this is Alex over at DocuSeek, who is awesome. And I can just go ahead and suggest a time for a meeting. So I'm going to do it a little later in the day when we've both had a little bit more coffee. And I can say, it'll pre-fill, hey, Alex, I'd love to meet and have a quick conversation. And then I'll hit send meeting request. And meeting request is sent. You see that I sent this meeting request out here, and I can cancel the meeting or reschedule the meeting if somebody's already, occupied at that time, or you guys, want to do the meeting at a different time. You can go ahead and hit cancel here. So I'm going to do that. If the meeting goes through correctly, right here where you see the meeting request sent to Alex, it'll be replaced with a video symbol. And you just click in on that video symbol to be able to start a chat. And there will be a video chat, and it'll look just like Zoom, but it's all based in the Brella platform. So you don't have to do anything. You don't have to have another platform up and running. And I will be reviewing questions later. I just can't see them because I'm currently screen sharing. I'm going to go ahead and hit cancel meeting here. Just so I email Alex all the time. I don't think he needs to meet me here. So that was right here up in this messages tab. You can see actually some of my messages from last year carried over, which is kind of fun. Then there's the sponsor list down here. So just a big thanks to Canopy and Art Mountain Films for being our platinum sponsors this year. And then we've got Film Platform and National Film Board of Canada. And then all of these other sponsors, these silver sponsors. Please do make sure to go check out some of these booths. So I'm going to use mine just because I know it's set up. If you don't know, I am also director of Collective Eye Films. So here's where we have some highlighted films that you can see. Here's where you could chat with any of our company representatives. So that's me, but also Kanani and Callie. And for any of these film vendors, you can suggest a meeting as well. Same time slots. You can just open a chat and only chat if you'd like to do that instead of do a video call. Or do, a chat on the side. All right. Then we have the speakers list down here. So these are all the different people that are speaking at the conference this year, which it's really exciting. You can click in. I've done, Rachel's awesome. If you don't know Rachel, who is a film consultant and educator and author. But you can read about all of our panelists here. Links, important links are in there. So I'm going to stop screen sharing for a little bit, just so I can check in on any questions that you guys might have. I am not seeing a ton of questions in the chat yet. And so I will go back to screen sharing to go over a couple more things. Okay. Two important things that I skipped down here are the sponsor booklet and the copyright panel. So for anyone who attended Video Trust back when it was called National Media Market and back when it was in person, there was always like a big booklet packet that you would get of vendor film selections. And so we tried to replicate that. So this is a downloadable PDF booklet that you can look at, and it is a little large. Just some of the film vendors didn't optimize their PDFs exactly, so it's about 200 megabits. Not a small booklet, but it is over 30 pages, so it's not crazy for the size of the booklet. But I would definitely download that and look around if you're trying to get a sense of what everybody's top releases are for this year. And maybe if you see something that you're really interested in, you can go ahead and set up a meeting with that sponsor or a film distributor to look at purchasing that film. All right, I'm going to stop sharing again. And still not really seeing a ton of questions. I will say that this will be saved. So if anybody missed anything going over the schedule, vendor booths, attendees, sponsors, speakers, we can go over that. You can review this. I see a question about the vendor booths, so I will go ahead and answer that. Here we are, do a screen share again. So vendor booths, these are going to be your more organic meeting places. So instead of having to take a meeting and feel like you're in a one-on-one situation, for a limited time every day, vendors and librarians can hop in to their vendor booth room. It's only, again, I'm West Coast time, so this is 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. For me every day, and you can just hop in and chat with people. Again, it's a drop in, drop out, more casual setting for both distributors and for attendees, where you can still, do all the same, make all the same conversations you would in a meeting. But if you don't want to feel, the pressures of having to try and instigate a meeting, or don't want to be pinned down in a meeting for like 20 minutes, you can just kind of peruse around during that hour time every day. And again, this is every day. So you're going to have 4 total hours to talk with all of these vendors. This vendor booth section will, so these will be toggled off after 1 p.m. and then our happy hour booths will be right here. And there are 2 of those that you can hop into. We have to, just because the bandwidth can get a little shaky if we have all 175 people jump into one room. Also, there's not a lot of conversation that can happen at that stage, so we just try and break it up a little bit. All right, I'm going to stop that again and hop back to the panel session. Will it look like a Zoom room? It will look like a Zoom room, more or less. And then how did you get the view of the collected by booth that you showed at the beginning? That was in the sponsor list. So if you click on sponsor list, and then you can click in on any of these sponsor pages, and you'll get their booth view. So I know that Callie and Kanani had set up our booth really well, so that's why I used ours as an example. But any of these sponsors should be all set up. I think Women Make Movies has also done a really good job setting up their booths as sort of another example. All right, going back to questions. Can you set up a meeting with more than one attendee at the same time? So the meeting there, if you do a meeting, you can. There's like a link to that chat that you can copy and paste to send to somebody else, and I think you can have up to 4 people in like a one-on-one meeting. But it's not inherent to the platform that they want you to have, group chats of 5 or 10 people at once. I can see how. Let me see if anybody is online that could go ahead and do that with me now. I guess Lorraine, you're online. Let me see if I can't set up a meeting with you real quick. Let's see how good the search function is. There we are. So if I suggest a meeting here and I send a meeting to Lorraine, I'm going to go and screen share this part. Yeah, so right up in this section that I'm highlighting, this meeting request sent to Lorraine, if it's accepted, that'll be replaced with a little video symbol. It just looks like an old school kind of camcorder a little bit. And when you click in on that, you'll start the Zoom meeting. Oh, look. Oh, sorry, it's right here. Sorry, wrong place. This says accepted. So now we've got this virtual meeting room. And right here, this tap, you can tap to share, or this link right down at this bottom part. That you can copy that and paste, just share it with anybody else that you'd like to be in that meeting. So right here, after you've started a conversation with somebody, you can go ahead and like set up your little crew with a couple people, and you'll just share that, with someone. Thank you, Lorraine, for doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and hit end call here, because if I have to see myself talk, that I will have a panic attack. There we go. All right. So I'm going to stop sharing again. Sorry, I'm looking at my other monitor instead of you guys, but we're doing good. All right, any other questions? No? Okay. Well, I hope everybody has a really great conference. The kickoff starts in about 15 minutes. It's going to be just right back here in the panel sessions area. I'm looking forward to it.